When one individual needs to cross a river, he can perhaps simply swim. But when an entire nation needs to cross a river, complete with all of the supplies that they are carrying, swimming is most definitely not an option. It was time for the children of Israel to cross the Jordan, and something would need to be done to allow them to do so, and boy, was something ever done. Joshua 3:14. And it came to pass, when the people removed from their tents to pass over Jordan, and the priests bearing the ark of the covenant before the people, and as they that bare the ark were come unto Jordan, and the feet of the priests that bare the ark were dipped in the brim of the water, for Jordan overfloweth all his banks all the time of harvest, that the waters which came down from above stood and rose up upon an heap very far from the city Adam, that is beside Zaratan, and those that came down toward the sea of the plain, even the salt sea, failed, and were cut off. And the people passed over right against Jericho. And the priests that bare the ark of the covenant of the Lord stood firm on dry ground in the midst of Jordan, and all the Israelites passed over on dry ground, until all the people were passed clean over Jordan. As if a giant invisible dam had been put in place, the waters of the Jordan River stopped dead and stacked up. The people crossed over on dry ground, just as 40 years ago their fathers and grandfathers had crossed over the dry ground of the Red Sea. The waters were different. One was a sea and one was a river. But the miracle was the same, and the God of the miracle was the same. When you face problems in your life that are not quite what you have faced before, do remember that the difference of the problem is not the issue. The sameness of your God is the issue. If the God who dried up the Red Sea is the God who stopped the waters of the Jordan, and the God who walked on water, then he is still the God that can handle whatever weird and unusual problem you may face.